Welcome to Process News Now. Today's edition is brought to you by Endress & Hauser, people for process automation. I'm your host, Justin Bellmore, and this week in the news, oil sands projects that use steam to release bitumen could get a green light thanks to the government's new Impact Assessment Act. China's use of natural gas to heat homes this winter increased demand for fertilizer locally and around the world. And electric vehicle manufacturer eMotors Direct launched their new website. While the battle over the Trans Mountain Pipeline continues, there may be some good news for Alberta's embattled oil sector. It's looking likely that the oil sands projects that use steam to release bitumen from deep underground will get a pass from new federal environment assessment rules. Environment Minister Catherine McKenna introduced the new Impact Assessment Act in February in hopes of giving more credibility to the federal government review process, setting new timelines for reviews, easing restrictions on participants, adding to the transparency of the science behind decisions, and requiring assessments to account for social, health, economic, and climate change impacts. In addition to the legislation, the government also sets regulations that determine what types of projects will be covered by the new act, leaving environment groups furious that so-called in-situ oil sands projects are not on the draft project list. While Ottawa looks inclined to approve the water steam process, it is still considering how to deal with those processes that use solvents instead of water. Turning to the agricultural sector, the Asian market may prove to be a boon for Canadian companies like Nutrien. China's campaign to heat millions of extra homes over the winter by redirecting natural gas forced their domestic fertilizer producers to cut production in half, which should produce a ripple effect for rising demand both at home and worldwide. Experts predict a considerable boost for fertilizer firms around the world, including Potash Ridge Corporation, Cadillac Fairview Industries Holdings, Nutrien, Sociedad Química y Minera de Chile, and Verde Agritech. Prices have already soared on urea, synthetic ammonia, and compound fertilizers. Domestic urea having risen 34% and compound fertilizer up more than 17%. Companies are moving more and more into the online space, and one manufacturer of motors has revamped their website to capture a greater share of that market. eMotors Direct launched their website this week, with the company's chief technology officer, Wade Sen, saying, "The electric motor industry has been getting on by archaic, inefficient methods," adding that the company's goal is to help the industry take a quantum leap forward into the modern era. According to Sen, the new website, emotorsdirect.ca, will streamline the research and acquisition of electric motors and parts so that businesses can find what they're looking for and get back to their work faster. This is Annex Business Media's Niche TV. Thanks again to our sponsor, Endress & Hauser, people for process automation. And be sure to tune into our next episode for the latest in process news. I'm Justin Bellmore. We'll see you next time.